my FORD, well, my FRD is loose. My O actually was so loose I just pulled it out. To get these out, just use a plastic trim tool. It's easier if you have two hands. Now you do have to be able to get behind it. If you can. A little cloth there. And you just pry and try not to scratch the paint. So you may actually be able to just pull them straight out. So the D was pretty tight, but I was able to just pull it straight out. And this is what holds them in. That's the old one that came out. That one, it's the same thing, but it stayed in. You can leave that in and reuse it, or you can try to pull it out and put a new one on it. So this left side has obviously not got one. The right side does. You just got to get your tool. And work it till it comes out. And there it is. One stayed on, the other one stayed in, mostly. I'd really like to get it out, because I got new ones. Some pliers or something, get a grip, pull those out. That way I can clean underneath here, get it all clean. Clean the emblems up, then put them back on. Hopefully you can see how nasty it is behind those letters, emblems. I'm gonna buff those out a little bit by hand, because I don't want to tear up the paint, and I don't want to tear up a pad. So I'm just gonna use this, go by hand with the flat pad, orange. Just work it. Try to avoid where the paint might chip. And you just gotta work it. It may take a while. Okay, they're looking a little better. Had to get some real 12 cut, ultra cut compound. Clean that up. Definitely looks better, not perfect. And you'll notice there's metal showing, but it's not rusting. It's because it's galvanized. So it's exposed, but not rusting because it's been dipped. It's galvanized. What I am gonna do though is I have some black paint. I'm gonna cover that with the black paint to help protect it. So I'm really bad at doing touch-up paint. I have this little pen touch-up. It's got a brush too, but it goes on like a pen, an ink pen. When you push down, it lets some paint out. And I'm just getting it all around here. Just add a little protection, because you won't actually see that when the letters are back on. So using some WD-40, well, and flathead screwdriver, little one. These are the old ones, and you can see they all have a split in them. Okay, what you do to get them off, I hit them with some WD-40, and I use a flathead, and I put them in there, and I turn it a little to spread them out, and then you try to push them up while doing that. WD-40 gives it a little bit of slipperiness. The screwdriver separates it so that these aren't digging into the pins, and then you can pull them up. One of them had a nylon. This one's a little different than those two, and this is the new one. It's looks a little smaller because it's not spread out. Now, and yes, I got a bag. They're 1/8 stud, 5/32 hole, tubular nuts. Links in the description. So I also wipe these down with the WD-40. It cleans this up pretty well. Had to use the screwdriver to get a little bit out of this one, and then I blew them off with some air and wiped them with paper towel. So they're pretty good. If yours aren't quite so shiny, or you want them more shiny, you'll want to polish them, but I'm not gonna. Mine's not a show truck. I'm not going to that extent. All right, so to put these on, super easy. Take your barrel nut, put it over the pin like so. Then when you push it in to the hole, it's going to go in, and those two little clips, one on each side, that is what's supposed to hold it in. All right, so you got the nuts on there. Slide them in the hole. And that's it. You'll want to check them. Make sure that you got them all the way in. You don't have access on the back. So I suggest checking them after driving it. Make sure that they're still tight. You got the O. R. Ooh, that one went in easy. All right, it is on. You probably want to check them. Just to make sure that they're all the way in and clipped. If you need to, you can put a little adhesive silicone or something, the adhesive caulk, or like some goop automotive adhesive or something there on the barrel nuts to hold better, but that should hold. Hope that was helpful. If so, please like, subscribe, comment, and good luck with yours. And if you're not sure about what size barrel nuts you need, so these work on my truck, but what you do is just take a caliper and measure the diameter of the stud on the back of the emblem, and then the inside of the hole, and that's the size barrel nut you need.